everybody, and welcome to Core Fusion. I am coming off the side. One of our timers went a little wonky today, so I had to put the other one on and got about a minute behind. But very happy to have you here. So what we are going to do today is we're going to start on the floor and in a tabletop to get ourselves kind of opened up, shaken out, and then we'll work into some good core work. I do have a heavy weight here if you would like to use it. We will be coming into some posterior chain, some glute activation in a bridge. So if you would like to add a weight to that, some weight to that, please feel free to do so. You can add some pretty substantial stuff if you have it available. I'm gonna go with what I've got close to me. It kind of matches my headband. Anyway, so I am Linda, if I didn't already say that, and always delighted to have you here. Make sure that you modify things if you need to, but also maybe take that opportunity to challenge yourself in a way you might not have in the past. So I spoke to this in the last class, and I talk about this often when I teach yoga. There's this sort of stopping point. I call it our edge. It's that place that we tend to push out to, and sometimes we can expand and move that edge a little further out and challenge ourselves a little more. But let's come down. If you are here, come to your mat and maybe sit in child's pose for a moment, and I'll be right back. I'm going to start some music. Comes together. So as we come down into our child's pose, just get that nice release of the lower back. 'Cause that's my motivation. And take just a moment to soften into this place. And take a nice easy breath. And now we are going to pull all the way up. And all I need us to do is rock back and forth and let that head hang heavy. And now if you can slide one hand is pretty far forward and just move that body back and forth, that would be really nice. And now reset that hand and move the other one pretty far forward. And just let the body move. Keep that head hanging nice and heavy and soft. Now let's come to our center. We're going to take ourselves into a cat. I want us to hang here in space and kind of turn those elbows in towards the center of our body and create a little fire in the belly. All right. And now release just the tabletop. Look forward. Okay. Here we go. Let's do that again. So as we draw that navel in towards the spine, get a nice deep contraction. We come into a tabletop. Let's do that once more, just pulling up strongly and release. Now a little faster. And now take one more opportunity to just hang in space. Stay here and breathe into this space. And now release into your tabletop. We are coming opposite arm, opposite leg. So start by kicking one leg straight out and just concentrate on lengthening, stretching the toes, facing the knee down towards the mat itself, and then reach that hand. And here we are, just holding in space and place. And all I want you to do is hold here for a moment. Get a nice reach. Change sides. Do the same thing on the other side. So we have this. We create all this length. Fingertip to toes. Top of the head to tailbone. And now let's come back to that first side. And pulling in, we just sweep those arms right by our side and pull the knee towards the thumb of its companion hand. We have 8 of these, 7, 6, here's 2, and on 1. Just reset, maybe shake those wrists out a bit. Let's come into place. Now we don't forget that nice long finger to toe, crown of the head to tailbone. Just keep a nice steady movement. I'd like another 4. 4. There it is. 2 more. And here is 1. And now as we sit back and we sit tall, we're coming into a down dog. Spread those fingers. So today, let's come into nice high tailbone. We will shifting the body forward. We're going to start nice and easy, moving into a strong plank from our down dog. Now, if you want to be on your forearms, you should be, but we're going to pull forward, hold, come back. We create this kind of almost like heat through the belly. Let's do one more. Now let's all drop back, sit all the way back, and come to our forearms and extend. And now we're gonna pike that body, and we're simply rolling up right onto the toes. All right, so here we go. We pull up. The heels are hanging in space. Big shift. Pulling our tailbone up to a nice high peak. Breathing steady and strong. All right, sit back, pull up tall. Roll those shoulders back. We have one more set of each of these, so let's come back to our down dog. And I remember that's that nice shift to plank. We'll come into a twist with down dog after we've completed our next round of full plank and forearm plank. But just hold here for a second and kind of shake that out. Now we shift forward and back. Let the body travel. It's going on a little journey. Now let's add a few more into this. Everybody sit back, reach forward, release, and come to your forearms. Now as we extend those legs, we pull ourselves in, and we lock our form in. Let's pull up to a pike. And again, it's just my reminder that we are curling into the toes. Now, one thing we don't want to have happen, do we? This would not be good. That would be kind of counterproductive. So there is a stopping point, and it is back to that strong forearm plank. is our last two. Pull those knees in, sit up tall, and shake it all out. So our last little piece of work will be in our down dog, and we're gonna twist, crossing opposite elbow or opposite knee to opposite elbow. So let's come into our down dog. All right, and just rise up. I'm gonna shake everything out, and here we go. Lift that right leg nice and high. Now that, in the way that I am facing, is your right leg, the one that's closest to this wall. So we're going to pull that leg up high and just stay here for a moment. And now sweep across for me. Take your twist and push back. Now we're going to twist and hold. Hold. Push all the way back and up. Let's do one more and then. Good. Set that down. Lift the other leg high and long. Just come into your three-legged dog, whatever that looks like in your world. And stay here, firming up that belly. All right. So let's take our twist over and cross to the opposite elbow. And then we push back. And our gaze is going to shift past that knee that is finding the elbow. Now, twist and hold. Push back, twist and hold. Push all the way back and release. Let's sit back and sit up. So this is, it's a kind of a reconnecting, kind of giving ourselves a little moment. Last thing we're going to do, and then we're rolling on, we're onto our bellies. We come into down dog. Opposite elbow. Same elbow, knee to nose. All right, so let's come all the way up. Here we go. Kick that right leg up high. Let the head hang heavy. And now, take your twist to the opposite elbow. Now shift your knee to the same elbow. And now pull all the way up and release. So we're going to do that 3 more times on this side. Take a twist. Same elbow, same knee. Now rise up tall and pull that knee to the nose and come back. Take any break you might need. All right, one more. So we just take that turn. We pull here. Nose to knee. And now it's time for just 1 second to sit back and maybe roll those wrists out a little bit. How about that? It is our last set. So let's come on up and move in the other direction, but doing the same thing. So that left leg rises nice and high and long, and it stays here. And now we are going to take that knee across, opposite elbow, same side, pull up, nose to knee, and drop back. We twist, we anchor, we round and release. Twist, anchor, pull, and come back. Only one more. Turn it. We did it. It's time to sit back. Now you can swing your legs to the side or just roll over. And quite honestly, if you couldn't do every single one of those, if you thought, okay, my wrists really need a break, Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that at all. Take the breaks when you need them. But remember, we're creating a new edge. So if you pushed yourself just even a little bit more, that's a good thing. It's a great thing. Let's drop back. And now this one. We're going to take our legs to a nice 90-degree angle. Okay. Our arms rise up and the shoulder blades are going to nestle into the mat. So retract the scapula. Retract those shoulder blades. Now opposite arm, opposite leg are extending. We reach out, we come back in. Now here's what I've noticed when I do this. I have to really pay attention to where my arms are going because my arm wants to do that. And it wants to go same side. So as you could see, all sorts of wonky things can happen. So let's just concentrate. Lift those arms up. Right arm, left leg extend. We pull it back in. Left arm, right leg extend. We pull back in. Right arm, left leg, pull in. Let's go the other direction. Good. So just pay attention to that movement, that nice long reach and extension. We're slow and steady, and we are going to win the race because we really concentrate on the movement. Now we have one more on each side. Good. And now we are going to work same side. All right, so let's reset those legs. And it is same side movement. Here we go. We reach out, we come back in. Now I'm going to make a little fist so you can see my hands a little more easily. You are welcome to make a gentle fist if you like to. Let's do two more. Let's. And one more time. Now everybody roll those shoulders up. We're going to swim. Just move those levers and kind of soften the arms. Just let them roll. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck in, hold and lock in that 90-degree angle. Now as we come up, we're going to extend out, cradling our head. Nice long lever action again. Now you can add a little backstroke and try to tap the heel of the opposite foot. Good. If you are more comfortable with your head down on the mat, well, you should stay there. Let's do another 8 and then move on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck it in. Release. Let's all plant those feet on the floor for just a moment and take an opportunity to reset. And here's what's going to happen next. We are coming out at a diagonal. So we're going to take those hands and extend nice and long in the legs. They are going to move in the other direction. So we just reach out and pull back in. Now, I actually want you to keep that head at this moment resting on the floor. Just get a nice long rotation. Nice twist. If you feel you need more support, just extend the legs or just turn them over. Just turn them and come back to center. Just be real mindful about the movement. You do not have to add the arms. We've got a few of these. Let's do this 4 more times. There's 3, 2, and 1. Everybody plant those feet. So this is actually a great moment to come into our bridges. So you can grab that weight if you want to, or just stay comfy. Stay with what works best for you. We're gonna plank that body, but settle in, and here we go. We lift, we lower. Now we're up planting all four corners of the feet. And I'd like you to activate the glutes. And here's what I'm not looking for. Let's see if I can do this. Like a half back bend. Just pull into a strong plank. Here we go, singles. Because we all know by now that our core, it's not just the belly, is it? No. By no means. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, lift one leg, drop down. Lift the other, and lower. Squeeze. Good. So we just slow this down a little. All right, here we go. We're gonna squeeze. I want you to go about halfway up. Two and 1. Squeeze and drop all the way down. Rising. Oh, releasing. Now, pull a foot with you. Do the other side. Hold at the top. And let it go. Let's all sit up and roll all of that away from us. Coming around to our sides. I want us to pull into some nice strong side planks. I love a good side plank. So as we come into our side plank, I'm going to start us on our forearms. And I'd like you to push up and extend and roll into that. Let's hold here. But if you want to, lift and lower. And you know what? If you need to be on your knees to execute this well, that is exactly where you should be. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now as we hold here, just stay put for a second, and now open that body up, the front of the body up. Now we are going to roll over onto our forearms And we just shift our hip to that same side. So you're just dropping over and back to the middle. So there's always a reset into our plank. But we are only hip shifting to one side at this moment. And now we're going to drop all the way down. And that outside leg, that left leg, is going to come across the right side, which is the side that is working. So we're just going to turn and return. Same side, just take that twist over and across. And if you can bring that toe all the way across and down to the floor, that's great. And if you can't, that's okay too. Now we are going to do the other side. So let's come across. Just a couple more right here. And get that mobility in. And now, as we rise up tall, I'm going to switch around and you can join me. Now, we are on that forearm plank. We have that nice long extension. Remember, you can have one knee supporting you. But as we come up, we take ourselves in place. Good. Just hold here. And if you like, we have 4, 3, 2. Let's hold and stay in place for a moment. Good. And now as we roll over and we get comfortable, our hip shift is over towards the side we were just working. Good. 2 more. It's our last one. It is time to descend, and the outside leg, which now should be opposite the side you were working, that's the one that rolls across. Just take that nice rotation. Get that little bit of mobility work in. Let's come into our other side and close this out. And if your leg doesn't cross over any further than that, that's okay. Just 2 more. It's our last one. And now, as we plant our hands and we rise up, we are simply going to pull ourselves back into our tabletop. Bring one hand forward and rock. And actually, I'd like to have you rock maybe one more time. And then just drop over onto the side of your body, like crossing over those legs on one side, and then shifting those hands, take that little rocking movement again. There it is. Nice and easy. And now we shift over onto the other side. And as we roll back and we stand tall, stay in a nice soft forward fold for a moment. And then bending knees, softening these. Rise up. Oh, here we are. So there is this moment where we take a deep breath in and we exhale out. And then there's a moment where we sweep back, inhale, and let our fingers fall and drift away. Deep breath in, nice and tall. Release. Sweep those arms and open and stepping our feet a little bit apart. One nice, easy back roll. Let that head hang heavy for a moment. And then roll up. Let that chin be the last thing that comes forward as the shoulders roll back. Thank you everybody so very much. It's always great to have you. It's deeply appreciated you're joining us here in the virtual studio. So have a wonderful evening and we'll see you again soon. Bye.